Small companies create, use, and store information and employ many technologies across the enterprise, such as in finance, manufacturing, design, human resources, healthcare, research, sales, and many more. Many small companies interact digitally with big businesses, government, and critical infrastructure technology elements like banking, shipping, supply chain management, insurance, compliance, and even tax agencies. This extensive interaction makes small companies an attractive target as the easier entry and/or endpoint of a cybersecurity attack. Small companies create, use, and store information and employ many technologies across the enterprise, such as in finance, manufacturing, design, human resources, healthcare, research, sales, and many more. Many small companies interact digitally with big businesses, government, and critical infrastructure technology elements like banking, shipping, supply chain management, insurance, compliance, and even tax agencies. This extensive interaction makes small companies an attractive target as the easier entry and/or endpoint of a cybersecurity attack. Small companies don't focus on cybersecurity, and that's what cyber criminals count on when they attack a company. Many small companies are not educated about cyber attacks or cybersecurity, so they do not understand what could be at risk if an attack happens, and by then it could be potentially too late. Small companies need to invest more money and time into cybersecurity for their companies. Without this, small companies lose everything or just simply can't recover from a cleanup after a cybersecurity attack occurs. Small companies should establish security practices and policies to protect sensitive information. Detailed penalties for violating company cybersecurity policies. Small businesses should educate their employees about established rules of behavior describing how to handle and protect personally identifiable information and other sensitive data. Clearly outline the consequences of violating cybersecurity policies and hold all employees accountable. With limited access, they should not provide any one employee with access to all data systems. Only provide employees with access to the data systems that they need for their jobs only. Do not enable employees to install any software without permission. Secure mobile devices should require users to password protect their devices, encrypt their data, and install security apps to prevent criminals from stealing information while the phone is on public networks. Protect payment cards. Small companies should work with banks to ensure the most trusted and validated tools and anti-fraud services are being used for payment cards. Isolate payment systems from the others, less secure programs. Do not use the same computer to process payments and surf the internet. The how of threats and attacks runs tactics like replicated credentials, keyloggers, ransomware, RAM scrapers, and C2 backdoors, and many more. We don't need to understand how each of these work, just how to stop them and avoid what many studies show as costly. Small companies an average of more than $180,000 to cover data repair and active response, not to mention the potential or opportunity cost of confidential product or process breaches that can dramatically diminish a competitive edge on the market. Cybersecurity is vital to any small company, even when there isn't necessarily the budget there to support a big IT department. Luckily, there are many steps small companies can take to improve their resilience that won't break the bank. The simplest and easy thing a small company can do to up their security and rest easy at night knowing their data is safe is to change their passwords. If they really want to get serious about passwords, you want to use a password manager tool like LastPass, Dashlane, or Sticky Passwords to keep track of everything for you. An easy way for an attacker to gain access to your network is to use old credentials that have fallen by the wayside. You want to delete any unused accounts. Need to think about enabling two-factor authentication to add some extra security to your logins. Software updates always seem to pop up at the most inconvenient time, and so it becomes easy to dismiss them and save it for a later date. The thing is, the reason that you're being bugged to update your software is because it's, well, bugged.